Intelsat is the largest satellite provider in the world, flying over 53 satellites. New Dawn is their latest venture. It is set to launch from Kourou, French Guiana. The satellite will be launched into space on an Ariane 5 rocket. Once the satellite has been launched, after 45 to 60 days, it'll be commercially viable, providing services to the African continent.
So New Dawn is a really exciting satellite. It's an Intelsat partnership with Convergence Partners. It is the first Africa for Africa satellite, and what it will do is it will bring additional really needed capacity over the region to provide services for everything from, again, cellular backhaul, banking, social programs, and it will also go to help bridge the digital divide. There is a push and drive for additional connectivity. Everyone wants to go further and further out into the rural areas. And that's areas that are not traditionally served by any of the terrestrial services. So what this will do is we'll add the additional capacity to be able to push services into the rural areas. And it also will allow the the ability for our partners to be able to do everything from add cellular services where cellular services aren't today. It'll allow us to again, do social programs. It'll allow us to be able to add connectivity where connectivity is not available today.
New Dawn will provide telecommunications, television channels, and extend broadband access and services to rural areas, closing the gap in the digital divide. John Osler added that the satellite would also be a major benefit for small businesses outside metro areas.
And for business owners in areas where, that are outside of the metropolitan areas, for many of them it'll be the first time that they actually can connect to get real-time data to be able to do their trading, to be able to actually run their business and have the information they need to do it. Whether that be voice over IP, whether that be access to internet, whether that be access to data files, it'll allow them to do that. New Dawn will also have some video content on it, so you'll also have an area where where people will be able to go and have access to more and more media, television types of channels.
New Dawn is the first of its kind. 90% of the $250 million it cost to launch the project came from Africa, with Intelsat funding the other 10%.
And that funding came through Convergence Partners and Nedbank as their partner, and the equity came directly from Intelsat and from Convergence themselves. The $250 million is distributed really into three areas. One is obviously into the satellite, two is into the launch, and three is into insurance to ensure that any abnormalities are covered to our partners. And it sort of rolls out, it's approximately $150 million for the satellite, roughly $100 million for the launch and insurance.
The New Dawn project has also received a symbolic boost from the image of Nelson Mandela's signature, which is featured on the rocket's fairing.
We're humbled and really excited to have Mandela's signature on the rocket launching our satellite tonight. I think it is a sign of how important it is for Africa to have an Africa-financed, Africa-only satellite over the continent offering services. And again, as Intelsat, and I know our friends at Convergence Partners as well, are honored and humbled that he has lent his support behind this project.
The New Dawn, unfortunately, didn't take to the skies as originally planned. Intelsat issued this statement to the media. The launch of the Intelsat New Dawn spacecraft aboard an Ariane 5 rocket, initially scheduled for launch on March 30th, 2011, was scrubbed after the launch sequence was shut down automatically. The spacecraft is secure. Arianespace is going to review the data and make another launch attempt at a later date.